So you saw the transmission going up, got the poly mount on there. This come off of the 400, but it bolts the same. And put the cross member up here. And there's some interference issues. So if you look, this floor pan is chewed. Has nothing to do with me. Don't judge me. And the car owner knows it's a crap salad, but he's willing to deal with it. So I can't get the transmission up high enough to get the cross member to bolt up. So what I have done in there, if you see it here, there's a ton of holes drilled. I don't know. I haven't been underneath the Chevelle in a while, but I don't think that they had that many holes drilled from the factory. Could be wrong, but. So I just picked two holes that are decent, and then I cut off, I want to point at, I cut off the mount. And it looked like it'd been cut off and welded before, so that's what gave me the idea. So I kind of got this where I want, and I said, well, I'll just make, I'll cut this off and I'll make one. So I got a bunch of scrap laying around, and this seems like it's pretty close to what I cut off as far as thickness goes. And this is just the, this is how the 2-post lift arms, they had them stacked, and these were bolted to them on the ends to keep everything together, if that makes sense. So I just kept them, and now I'm making transmission mounts out of it. So took some cardboard, made my rough shape. So something like that. And then transferred the cardboard over to the steel, cut it out, sanded it down to where they're both uniform. Looks like another piece of cardboard, and this is my dimensions I want for the width of the mount. And then looks like I got enough material here on this flat part that I can just cut this out. And there's already one hole here. It looks like I can reuse it. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to transfer this hole into the cardboard, cut it, and stick it up there and make sure the hole location will work. And then I'll just have to drill another one here. I don't even be flattened out just a smidge, but that's all right. So just turning some trash into a bracket. Nothing fancy, just kind of hasty, but that's it. And I think it should be fine to support the transmission. It's not that heavy. The other issue, the drive shaft is too long, so he kind of wants to go over, redo some stuff. We're gonna shorten the drive shaft, obviously. We're gonna get some bigger flanges, get a bigger pinion flange, pinion yoke, whatever the hell this is called, with some beefier U-joints. This one's boogered. I couldn't get this bolt out anyway. So I planned once I got to this step, I was gonna drill it out and do something different, but looks like we're changing it anyway. And he said he's gonna take it to somebody, a rear end shop or some shit, and have different gears put in. So I still gotta paint this, maybe do some tacks underneath to keep it, I don't know, kind of sealed up. My little booger burns, but it'll be all right. And then waiting on my brake line. Was supposed to be here today. Didn't show up. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah. Anyway, we'll finish making this so I can get it welded and then paint the cross member again. Took it upon myself last night to sandblast it and paint it before I stuck it up here and see if it cleared. So, dummy. And then I may have to put like a belly notch in here just to clear the transmission a little bit, so I can pull this down off of the tunnel some. But I need to make those dimensions up like right now before before I set this angle. So, and there's the final. So it's not the prettiest thing out there, and it's got some kind of torque on this mount, but I think it's good. Not the best looking welds, but it's stuck together. So that solves that problem. Let's move on to the next one, which will be changing this brake line. Goes to the back to the splitter. I've already changed this little short piece, and then the one that goes over here to the passenger side, made that. So I'm just waiting on my brake line tubing to come in, and I do have a new proportioning block, and on the way. It's not here yet. And then I gotta take all this shit off and place the block, and then make this line, and then the whole brake system will be new except for this flex line here, which should be fine. So I make some measurements for drive shaft. He's gonna come pick up the drive shaft stuff tomorrow and take it to have made, and then we'll go from there. So I got a couple of things I need to chip away at. I can't put this header on until I do this, and I think, like I said before, I may do something different here and get this block up over here somewhere so it's not sitting on the header. You can tell where they shaved it a little bit right there to get it to keep from hitting on the header. And I may talk to him and see if we can just bang the tube, dent it in and clear it, but it has no business sitting right on top of the header. So, yeah, do that, and then I still haven't put my torque converter bolts in. I'm gonna do that. I can get the passenger header in. I got some stuff I can do up top, but biggest thing was getting to this point, so we can make these measurements. And now I can finish the rest of the stuff while we're waiting on the drive shaft to be made. So that's what we got.